in bringing this item forward, we've gotten, I think all of our offices, our share of criticism. In my own voicemail box, the words illegal and wetback. And we have a history in this country of standing up for immigrants, of standing up for everyone's constitutional rights. And we also have a history of coming up with degrading labels for people whose rights we want to take away, whose rights we want to ignore in order to destroy the solidarity that creates the American promise. And I think this vote is one small step in the direction of our city declaring that nobody in Austin is illegal. In fact, we are just Austinites. Thanks.
There's also legitimate fear on the other side of people who have, yes, been here for generations, and they're not hateful. They feel like their quality of life and their future in this country is being threatened. They feel like their safety is being threatened when they see reports of undocumented immigrants committing crimes against people in our community and not being held accountable. They fear for their economic stability when they're struggling to stay in Austin to begin with, and then they see their tax dollars spent on public services that they don't even qualify for. And they see people, just like there were today, waving Mexican flags and signs in Spanish, and they don't understand the loyalty of some people to a country that they are supposedly fleeing.
I don't think that this is driven equally on both sides. There is fear, legitimate fear on one side, and the other side, including anecdotes you've expressed, are false. It is. There is no one in this community that is accused of committing a crime who is not taken through the criminal justice system the same as anyone else. And nothing that we have said today on our side of this issue is untrue. Whereas what you have implied and what other leaders have implied is deliberately misleading to score political points on the vulnerable. When people say they're worried about the quality of their life, that's fine. They can have the quality of their life, which we are dedicated to supporting. But we're not here to protect the quality of your life by protecting you from certain people from certain places. And I respect many of your opinions on many issues. And I totally understand that you and I can disagree about immigration policy. But do not, and you will be called out in this chamber, do not spread lies and misinformation that people that have committed particular crimes are not being punished and that people are in danger from those folks. Because the fact of the matter is those people can be prosecuted by our district attorney and treated in the criminal justice system just like anyone else. And this president started his run for the presidency by doing the same thing, by saying that people were violent criminals because of where they came from, and that's unacceptable.
And you know, I wasn't elected to city council to talk about the presidential election or to argue against federal immigration policy. I was elected to focus on the many issues that our city is facing and the issues that we have direct control over. But one of the main reasons that President Trump was elected was because of a fear of a threatened quality of life. And whether you choose to recognize that fear or not is up to you, but continuing to stick your head in the sand and to not open your mind and your heart to try to understand why people are feeling this way, regardless of whether you think it's legitimate or not, is only going to, I think, continue to empower the continued rhetoric and the continued divisiveness. I'm proud to sit up here and to represent the views of the large community that exists in Austin that does not align with the views of the rest of this council. So I appreciate the voters for giving me the ability to be that dissenting voice, and I'm going to continue to speak out for their thoughts and their opinions, even when they are treated as irrelevant or stupid, because they're not. And yeah, I'm proud to continue to speak for them.
Tim?